Hi, today I'm here to tell you about my newest third grade input-output math notebook. So you can see here, it's got a cover. It says Introduction to Multiplication and Division. This is aligned to Engage New York, third grade module 1. You could use it with that or you don't have to. Here's a little warning about this with Engage New York. My old interactive notebooks went topic by topic and introduced subjects in the same order. For these, I put them in an order that makes sense to me, so it's not going to align exactly with your lessons, but it's what made sense to me, and I thought it would be helpful for those teachers not teaching Engage New York as well. So you've got your cover. I included a cover because you can print this out using Adobe Acrobat and it will make the booklet for you. So you have a cover, and actually the last page is the end, so it makes a book like this if you print it on 11 by 17 paper, and then kids will have all the information about multiplication and division, an introduction to it in one place, which I thought was helpful. The rest of the pages are organized as input and a matching output. So the input pages you do together as a class, or videos, which I'll talk about in a minute, and then the output pages kids do on their own. What I would do with my class is I would not correct their output pages. I would look at them, but I would leave it as a reflection of where their learning was at the time. That way the whole workbook can show growth over time, or kids can look back on their own and say, oh, I can't believe I didn't know that. I can't believe I made that mistake. So definitely I would talk to them about what their mistakes were, but I would leave it how it was. Or I would let them go back and fix any mistakes, but they would have to use a different colored pen or a different colored pencil to show how their thinking had changed. So that's how I would do it. You don't have to do it that way. Included on every output page is also an extension activity. These I was thinking about would be good for your early finishers or your kids who needed a bigger challenge. I thought about doing differentiated output pages as I have done in the past, but I wanted it to be easy for you, the teacher, and I thought that organizing all of that ahead of time to make a workbook would be really hard. And you don't know which lessons kids are needing a challenge for or something easier for ahead of time. So I made them all the top, well, the entire output page is the same for every kid, but then with the extension activities, there's where your kids who need a challenge can really go with it. So each extension activity is just something I thought would be fun for them to do that involves whatever the topic was. So for example, this is multiplication in equal groups. It's really the first lesson on multiplication in this set. And then the extension activity is planning a birthday party and figuring out how many different treats you need for the treat bags. So I tried to make it fun stuff, a little bit more crafty stuff than usually is in the workbook, because I thought that would be fun for your early finishers. And then if kids don't get to it, if they're slow workers, it's no big deal. They just don't do it, that's fine. So I talked about that you could do the input pages with your class, or you could show them a video. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna hit stop on this video, and I'm gonna make one video for every input page. So that if you have a kid who was sick from school and missed today, or a kid who's ready to go beyond the rest of the class, you can pull up the video for them and they can work independently with the workbook and the video. So I just thought that would be helpful. I'm always trying to think of ways that we can make these lessons easier for the teachers and easier for the kids. And this seemed like an easy way for me to provide assistance to you and your students. So you don't have to watch all the videos, you don't have to watch any of them, but that is what I will be doing. And again, here's the cover of it. So if you are teaching third grade, or if you have some really ambitious second graders, they would probably enjoy this. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.